one fucking line.
I know. That was a good one, dude. That was sharp. We did that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Midtown Malfunction. My name is Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan D. Adams. Oh, God, I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It has been since before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why. Because we get a Thanksgiving break, too.
We took a Thanksgiving break, and, yeah.
We work in a field, our civilian jobs. We work in a field where we don't really get holidays like that. Like, I remember when I was baking, I was always having to bake for the night or the day after. So we would be open, we would be closed for Christmas, but open the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So that meant that I had to go in on
Christmas
night.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So
no one ever considers that.
Yeah, I'm very used to like just not having like the major holidays or whatever. It's just like, yes, I do have to work.
Damn.
But not here.
Yeah.
Not in our dream job. We take holidays.
Yeah. Very true. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, dude, it was cool. I hung out with my mom.
Nice.
And I don't do that a lot. But I feel like we're both at points in our lives where we're realizing the value of, family. Because we're both kind of like solitary people. Like we enjoy our peace and our solitude. And we're just kind of like, oh, I miss when we got together and like hung out and shit. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I went to a farm in Mississippi and there was dogs running around and football was on the TV, and it was a Thanksgiving. I ate more banana pudding than anything.
Those certain foods, they're very like situational.
I ate so much banana pudding, and I had banana pudding the night before from Moe's Barbecue. Shout out Moe's Barbecue.
Does that like mean something? Like again, I call on the astrology women, those that can read the stars and ask people what time they were born and shit. What does it mean if banana pudding keeps showing up in your life?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because I like bananas. Just chocolate milkshakes keep showing up in my life too.
Well, that's
but it's not like
for.
No. It's like I'm walking in with my eyes closed. I'm like, ooh. Yeah. I hope there's not a chocolate milkshake when I move my hands from my face.
The guy's like, Carson Taylor.
It's 3 in the morning and I'm stoned out of my mind.
He's like, oh my God. This is the last order before I get to clock out. And you are fucking it up. Dude, so I started hosting a mic tonight.
Nice.
We had our first night. It was a good night. It was an okay night. It was something to build from. I say that because there are some forces that would have it not be. There's some forces that would have our mic fail. I will say that their lack of confidence concerns me. It does piss me off a little bit, but it does put fire under my ass and gas tank in my fuel tank thing, whatever the fuck people say. It gives me motivation.
Yeah.
So this week was cool, but I'm going to try to make sure next week is even cooler.
Man, I heard the coolest quote. I was like flipping through reels and it was a clip from like a 70s documentary on like, I don't know, just like it seemed like, I don't know, like a BBC documentary on the Times or something. I don't know. But they're interviewing this older black guy, and he looked like he was like by a chalkboard, like he was a teacher or something. And he goes, "You may be black as a crow or white as the snow, but if you don't know and ain't got no dough, then you can't go."
And he was right. Them's the rules, man.
And I know you were talking
Look-
about getting motivated. I was like, yeah, dude. Then when I saw that, it got me motivated. I'm like, you know what? He's right. Knowledge is power, and I'm tired of being broke.
Yeah. For real. Dude, I've been reading books. I forgot.
I've been reading books too, dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. Reading ass motherfuckers. Dude, I forgot about, like, I don't know. See, this sounds like horn tooting right now. I forgot how academic I am. Like, I left that life behind when it didn't matter anymore, right? Like, I kind of stopped being studious. And I've kind of been like, I kind of want to be a book reading person again, but like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like I haven't talked to God in so long. Like,
Yeah.
I feel embarrassed to go back, you know? But like, I was like, all right, I don't even know where to begin. That some YouTube videos that I watched mentioned certain authors, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try whatever. First book I read, it was all right. Second book, the one I'm reading right, I am blazing through this shit. I got it on the 2nd. Today is the 4th. Like right now, I'm almost done with it. It's like
Nice.
200 something pages, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot you used to read fast as fuck because of pizza.
Yeah.
I forgot about the fucking motivation.
Yeah, I finished that one book about the made up thing about the comedian, or the fictional story about the Sam Tallent's book, Running the Light. And then I read Fahrenheit 451, Ray Bradbury, which, I'm going to go run and get that in a second. Is there something I have to read to you where you're like, it's oh man, it's so fire. And then now I'm about to read, I'm just starting, Of Mice and Men.
Yes, another classic.
Yeah, I'm just going for all the classics I should have read in high school. And once I get like 10 of those knocked out, then I'm going to move on. Because I really want to read The Town by William Faulkner. Because it was on my grandpa's library shelf forever. And now I just have it in there. And I just always look at the spine of the book. And I'm like, man, I want to read. Like, it's calling me.
I argued myself down from telling this joke on stage, so I'll just tell it now. It's so, like, it's awesome to me that you've been reading more, and like the books you've chosen to read are fascinating to me because they're like the like accelerated reader books.
Yeah.
And I told myself that, like, when you told me you were done reading certain books, I was gonna give you a quiz and a piece. I was like, that, I don't like the implication there, so I'm like, I'm not gonna tell that on stage.
That's
but
hilarious.
I do want to kind of do that.
That's funny as fuck. Hold on, you
But
talk
no.
to the camera. Explain
Oh,
something.
shit.
I'm gonna go grab this book real quick.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go get the book. He wants to show me something in it. But no, man, y'all should read because I don't know if we should be talking about this on a comedy podcast, but they're trying to ban a bunch of books and fuck up libraries and all that. And I really do think there needs to be a renaissance of some kind of back to book reading or whatever, because I feel like people really aren't paying attention to what's happening right now. It's going to be really hard to get like interesting books here soon because it feels like there's people in the powers that be or whatever that don't want books to be interesting. They want them to be exactly what they... Carson coming back.
Oh man,
dude. What happened?
This is in the afterwards of whatever of Fahrenheit 451, and it's Ray Bradbury talking about how this book is more relevant than ever, and this is a copy from the 80s.
Yeah, it's like a reprint.
Yeah, he starts going off about how there's already been a bunch of publishers who have already edited the book by then, who have already like taken out cuss words for kids and all this different stuff.
Which
and
is so ironic given what this book is about.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird.
And he's like fighting against all of it, and he's just like, he's going on a rant, dude. Like afterwards, it's kind of like, oh, it's like if he had a Twitter account and he was drunk at 3 a.m.
a tweet longer
like,
right now.
You're like, dude, it's a long tweet.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Listen to this. He says, The real world is the playing ground for each and every group to make or unmake laws, but the tip of the nose of my book or stories or poems is where their rights end and my territorial imperatives begin, run, and rule. If Mormons do not like my plays, let them write their own. If the Irish hate my Dublin stories, let them rent typewriters. If teachers and grammar school editors find my jawbreaker sentences shatter their mush milk teeth, let them eat stale cake dunked in wheat tea of their own ungodly manufacture.
Marco, what the fuck, dude? It's going crazy.
Dude, the afterwards is him just like,
yeah, dude.
like typing.
This fucking KRS-One. What the fuck?
He said mush milk tea.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. I was like, I didn't realize you could go that hard. He really opened me up to like, that's like vulgar. And I was like, there's not a single cuss word. Like he just like straightened his tie and walked out.
And that's why I'm like getting into books more, because it's like authors have this way of like just viscerally just saying something that has you like,
oh, dude.
Like you can't get this on TV. Like you can't. Dude, there was a line in I'm reading The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. There's a line in it where he's talking about a lot of shit that happened and this shit he realized in this trip that he was on to Palestine. This book came out in 2024, and there's a line where he finally realized, because he released a essay called "The Case for Reparations." You might have heard of that. That was him. That was him. But he uses Israel and like the fact that we basically gave Israel to the Jews as like reparations for that. It's like he compared that to like what we could be doing for us, like the people like descendants of slaves and all that. And like from what he saw and like what the Israeli state had done with their reparations, he had to be like, I might have this is different than like I don't want this to be like the result. So there was a line where he said like he wanted to turn away and like not deal with this like emotionally or whatever. Like, but he was like, yeah, my weaknesses are talking, but so are my ancestors. And I heard like that line specifically. I was like, oh my God, like. That's the line that kind of like makes you want to sell all your things and go travel the world. Like, it's like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I give in every second of the day. Like I don't know. I should be making different decisions is what that line told me. And read more books. Things like this don't happen.
Reading books is the shit.
Yeah, I have like revelations every single night. Dude, it's weird.
It's the best thing ever. What's that author's name?
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Ta-Nehisi, that's a good name.
Yeah. There's a part in the book about his name and what it's supposed to do and how he's... Because my mom kind of did the same thing where he talks about how his parents gave him that name to link him to his roots. Because like a whole lot of like what racism does and succeeds in doing is like erasing our history. Yeah. So that like when we look back, all we see is ourselves in chains and we don't look beyond that. But anyway, his name is Ta-Nehisi because like there's a whole, God, this gets so deep. I'm sorry. So Egypt is part of Africa, right? Yeah. And because Egypt was so rich with like things that are like interesting and people like there's like Egyptology thing, they wanted to like distance Egypt from the rest of Africa.
Which I feel like a lot of people do feel like Egypt is its own separate thing.
Exactly. That's the reason why. Like read books, y'all. Yeah. So anyway, fucking his name is Ta-Nehisi, which is like kind of an Egyptian style name to. Like, that's why, like, back in the 90s, like, you would see people wearing, like, Egypt shit or whatever, like, all this, like, back to Africa, like, cross colors and all that. That was part of, like, a reclaiming of, like, no, all of Africa is fucking black. Like, you can't, like, piece it up like that and be like, this part is the bad, we don't like that part. That's y'all. This is cool. We're going to put this next to whiteness or whatever. Yeah. That was... Anyway, that's why his name's Ta-Nehisi. Huh. and he talks about how he's like, but like I'm from the hood and none of this like.
Yeah.
I have to explain my name every single fucking time I say, like, you know, like it's. I'm glad y'all were doing that, but like, I'm here now, and it's weird.
Yeah.
And that was kind of where it was the clash of that. It's interesting.
Well, it's like the same thing. It's like Patrice O'Neill. His name's Patrice after Patrice Lumumba. He's like an African. He was like a revolutionary guy or whatever. But like that's why his mom named him that. As like a connection to.
Yeah, but like in the here and now, I got to explain to everybody that I talk to that my name is Patrice. You know, like
yeah, that's
nobody
true.
was thinking about that.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like Curtis's dad's name is Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a kid, I found that kind of weird. Like when I first was friends with Curtis in like 9th grade, I thought that was weird. It's like, your dad's name's Shannon. But then I've met a bunch of dudes now with the name Shannon. So I was like, oh, that's like more common than I thought. Shannon Sharp, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's way more common than I thought.
And I'll say a name like that can be like read as feminine or whatever creates a really tough dude.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Curtis's dad
Bro.
Curtis's dad looks like Kurt Russell, dude. He looks like he'll break a man's jaw with his hand.
Trust me, that dude's heard it.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is you're about to walk up and say, he's heard it.
I bet he has.
So,
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, name your son Ashley.
Yeah.
If you want a linebacker when he gets about of age.
Huh.
Don't play. I'm joking. Don't play with your kids' lives this way. That was the whole point of what I was saying before.
No, during Thanksgiving though.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I told you this yet. I had a conversation with my grandmother, and I told you about the Roger Miller thing, right?
No.
So you know the Robin Hood song. The Robin Hood and Little John are walking down the forest. What a day. That little thing.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to bang that guy.
Oh, you told me
Roger
that.
Miller.
And he's the reason she
Met my grandfather. But also, I found out this. I don't know if my dad knows this.
Oh no.
But
you heard it here first, folks. Pew, 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 pew.
My grandmother, she just turned 82, she was telling me that her most recent dog died.
Yeah.
And it's buried in the backyard, right?
Oh God.
And she's like, I'm not getting any more dogs. So she's done getting dogs. Done. But she said that my dad said they're thinking about moving. And she said if they move, she's taking that dog with her. Like she's digging up the dog and she's taking it to the next house. And my dad was like, this is not the part that I don't think he knows. So it's going to get deeper. It's going to get deeper.
He's in on this part.
He's in on this part because he was like, have you ever seen Pet Sematary, Mom?
Yeah,
like he was like,
don't do that.
And she was like, I don't care. I don't care. He's going with me. He's going with me. And it was like, all right, whatever. Like, move past it. And then my dad like walks away and she starts talking more. And she's telling me, she's like, well, Charlie's a dog that she had that died like, Charlie must have died 10 years ago, easily. 10 years ago, maybe longer, 14 years ago. I don't know. She has hidden in the freezer.
Oh, no.
A tube of Charlie's water from his water bowl. After he died, she went and scooped his water bowl out in like 2011 and put it in a tube. And it's like
in the hopes that what?
Okay. Gets deeper.
Okay.
Another dog, Ginger.
God. All right.
Ginger is like from my deep childhood. Like Ginger died in like 2005.
Yeah.
She has Ginger's. I don't even want to say that. I might bleep this out, dude.
It's gonna be like she has Ginger's.
She's got a Facebook and shit. Like I don't want to.
Oh God.
She has Ginger's dog shit in the freezer.
Again, I ask in hopes of what?
I asked her the same thing. I was like, Gammy, Why? I was like, are you trying to clone them one
Yeah.
day? And like, is this like a cryogenics thing where you're gonna like freeze yourself and clone them and you'll be together one day? She was like, no, God, because she's very Christian. She's like not
Yeah.
down with any of that.
Like, no zombies,
So
please.
she's like, no. She was like, I don't know. I just can't let go of it. I just won't let go of it. And I was like, all right, Gammy. I was like, listen, I love you with all my heart. And I promise you this. When you die, I'm throwing all that in the trash, dude. Like, that is 100% going in the garbage can. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm not going to be responsible for the feces.
And also, it's like next time I go over there, if my dad's like, hey, you want some bagel bites? I'm going to be like, I don't want anything from the freezer. I don't want.
I don't care how thoroughly you clean.
Yeah, I don't want any
that shit.
Uncrustables. There's an Uncrustable turd from 05 when Bubblicious had the lemon LeBron James flavor.
What if there's like a dog food from that era that's like they can't find the formula for it, like they can never bring it back, but like it's revealed that in the feces of this dog that died in this era, they can reconstruct.
Now, I'll believe it, though, because my grandma, dude, if you want to learn how to keep a pet alive for a long time, like a full, healthy life,
He's listening.
talk to my grandmother, dude.
Okay.
My grandma had a German Shepherd that lived to be 17, which is crazy.
That is very old.
It's insane.
For that specific dog.
So what she does
honestly.
is with all of her dogs live to be like 15 plus easily. What she does is she's been buying the same dog food since I was since the mid 90s. It's like a white can. I mean, it looks old, like it
Yeah,
was
this
made
is-
in the 70s. And it's this gray, just a gray meat slop. And
It, like the
like you
actual food is gray.
yeah, it's just it's like spam, gray spam, and again, like you shake it out, and it just the whole thing like wiggles out and falls. You know what I mean? And she takes a fork and she breaks that up, and then she boils a chicken breast. No seasoning, obviously, because they're dogs, but she boils a fresh chicken breast for her dogs every night.
Damn.
And then hand feeds them chicken breast and that dog slop food every day. Her dogs live to be 1,000, dude. She has a dog from Egyptian times.
Yeah, like what is the sustenance brand dog food? Like what is this?
Yeah.
A gray slop, dude.
She has a dog from Egyptian times named Throndossel.
Yeah, for real. Like Mojo, look, I think I'm gonna keep feeding you what I feed you because I don't think a long life of that is worth it. And I don't know if you.
My grandmother is one of those people where like dogs mean more to her than humans. Like if I was hanging from a cliff and her favorite dog was hanging from a cliff, I'm not too sure
Yeah.
I would make it.
You can't
dude.
say 100% that she would choose you.
And it's one of those things where it's like instead of fighting against it, you know, it's just like I've always just accepted it. It's like 82. I just went over there and I ate my kids' cuisines and, you know, chicken noodle soup, watched football. And
I'm cool with it. I just don't want to hear their opinions about anything else.
yeah.
I think that's fair. Like I hate when people that are like this want to have opinions about like interpersonal things, like how humans should treat other humans. It's like, dude, you don't even you shut up. Like, go play with your dog, dude. Please pick up after your dog because I hate stepping in that shit. Can we talk about babies? Speaking of pets, so we were at Oyster City.
Oh man,
We were doing a show.
This is 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Saturday, November 29th.
Leftovers still. I need to clean out the fridge, by the way. But at this point, leftovers are still viable. We're doing a show, and there's a couple there, and they have a baby. And when I say baby, I mean like maybe just learned to walk like a week ago, like a very small, stumbling toddler that I guess they're still fascinated by the fact that this baby can walk. so they're just letting her walk around freely. Now, I want to reiterate that this is a show, a comedy show. These happen at night at bars, and that's both of those things were true. So this couple has their baby just walking around willy nilly. I mean, the father's kind of following the kid around, but it's dark. It's at night. We're in a bar. People are drunk. This is during the Iron Bowl, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and in my head, I'm already like, all right, so I would, be picking that baby up and going home at this point. Like it's dark outside. Like it's during, like things are getting rowdy. It's the Iron Bowl. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I try to go to the bathroom, and who do I feel nipping at my ankles? But this fucking baby. This man is allowing his baby to follow me into the bathroom. I have to turn around and be like, baby, stop. And that's when he was like, oh, sorry, I'll get my baby. I'm like, who? He does not know me. He doesn't know anything about me. I could be going to the bathroom to do heroin.
I know,
for
right?
all he knows.
I love when Tech got on stage and was like, I know bad parents when I see them.
Yeah,
I was like
our headliner, Tech Johnson, had something to say about it on stage after they left.
Someone does have a bit where they're like, how come breweries are like playgrounds for children? All this sort of,
I don't get it, man.
They are.
Get
It's like a comfortable place for parents to get drunk and let their kids run amok.
And dogs.
It's like back in the day, you were like shit. Like I knew, and I think I was one of these kids. I know I was one of these kids, where like it was like frowned upon if someone brought a baby into a bar.
Yeah,
and I was totally like one of those. Like I know, I remember like seeing other kids like that. You know what I mean? When I was like older, and but a straight up baby, like a kid being brought into a bar, and like parents smoking and like drinking and like showing the baby off, and you're like,
it's such an unpredictable environment to me.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Like, I don't get it, man.
People get shot in bars,
right? Like it's so many bad things
and, like,
happen.
Hit with pool sticks and like. But then, where was I going with this? The baby in the bar thing. Yeah, breweries came along and were like, no, now it's like cool and hip. And you're outside.
Bring your
to
whole
bring
life.
your baby in a bar,
but like it's like the breweries are still downtown.
Someone has that bit though.
Yeah,
I can't think of who it is.
It's a good bit because it's true, and we dealt with that about a week ago, and I don't know, that was on my heart. If that couple is listening, if they follow us on any social media, you should keep your baby inside when the sun is down. Because I want to tell dick jokes, and I want to use the N-word, and I don't want to do it when your baby's just running, like literally like running up to the stage, like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
We demolish hecklers usually. We all had to hold back because it was your baby.
Yeah.
I won't do it next time. I will eviscerate that baby. You loose neck having ass. I'll unleash.
No, I do think it's cool when parents bring like a 15 or a 16-year-old to a show and they're like, he's cool. The kid's he's got like his head on backwards. He's like, you can tell he's probably kind of stoned and he's trying to hide it from his parents. And you're like, all right, this kid probably watches Pulp Fiction every night. Like
he watches Comedy Central Presents.
Yeah, exactly.
He's seen this on TV. He's got his 100%. Headphones on, not paying attention anyway. Exactly. We say something about him on stage, he doesn't notice. We've been there.
Exactly. But yeah. I don't know, man. That show was good though. It ended up being a really good show. It
was so funny because we had to strategize around the Iron Bowl.
We started right at halftime. I tried to make the announcements as funny as possible. To be like, hey, we know this is crazy. I remember that one announcement where I started going insane. when I was like, did we make a mistake? Or did you come to the greatest night of comedy
Look,
you could ever see?
you got like, dude, they were behind you. I was like, dude, do what you got to do. We were up against, for those that don't know, for those that might not be regional or whatever watching this, the Iron Bowl is arguably the biggest rivalry game in sports.
In sports. Like, it's
crazy.
Like Auburn, Alabama is up there with Yankees, Red Sox.
For real.
Like,
it's
100%. Like,
and
it's that big.
It's almost like it was the night before the Iron Bowl. It's like you drive the streets and it's like one or two cars your whole trip because everyone is inside glued to the TV.
Watching.
That is what we were up against trying to do our little fucking comedy show. And for what we were up against, I feel like we fucking aced it. Like this dude right here,
ended up
masterfully
being great.
hosted. Oh God,
People that
Alan. Shouts out Alan.
Alan's the shit, dude.
Alan killed.
I love Alan. Alan's the man.
It was one of those things where it's I don't know. Adversity doesn't necessarily have to be seen as like oh shit. Like I feel like we all looked at that situation. We were like, all right, let's see. I don't know. No one was discouraged by it, and I feel like it showed. We were some fighters that night.
And it ended up being great.
Mm-hmm. But the strategy came because, like he said, we started at halftime, and the game's going on, and for the most part, Bama's winning. This is usually a Bama.
It was like 17-0 at halftime. Or
yeah,
something.
Things are comfortable, so people are not really that bothered to pay attention to the comedy show because every now and then you could look over to the screen and see, we're doing fine. So it gets to a point. This is when our headliner's on. This is when Teg is on stage.
He's about like 35 minutes in.
You
or 30
look over.
Minutes in.
We're all of us are peeking at the game because we know that at any point their attention could be snatched away and like our comedy show is gonna tank. We notice that the score is uncomfortably close. And he's near the end of his set, and he straight up goes, "How much time I got?" And I think you were like 5 minutes left. And he was like, perfect. Let's pack it up. Let's get the fuck out of here because it's happening.
Yeah, it was 2020, and there was like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I was like, oh, it's getting serious.
Yeah. People are going to be like, that's great and all. That's cool. I hope you and your mom worked that out. Iron Bowl. And we were like, we understand that? Cool. So we very wisely packed it up and got out of there.
Yeah.
In time for the end of the game, which I think they appreciated.
Right, people bought merch and stuff. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. I just think it was. I say it was wise of us because we knew we were. It was a very read the room situation. Like it could have gone left. Like if we had, because like you were saying, like you would like poke fun at the football, like keep it light, have like a very self-aware, like we know.
Yeah.
Whatever. But like, if we were like, man, fuck y'all for paying attention to the game, and we over here trying to, and I created that relationship with the audience, that shit could have gone left.
Yeah,
bro.
One thing I don't understand because we know people that we've seen do this, and I've seen people do this. I don't understand how people as a host think that they're gonna win the crowd over with a negative, shitty energy.
Oh no!
Like going on stage is like, I'm gonna go on stage and I'm gonna be a dick, and they're gonna be like, hell yeah!
They're gonna come around.
It's comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's at a brewery. There's a football game on. I gotta make these people like us. So I'm gonna be a goofy, likable, just you know what I mean?
Do what you gotta do.
Like nerd guy, and I wanted to do it in a way where it's like, I know I'm about to ruin y'all's time, but I'm going to work with y'all. And I even says like, we're going to do it at halftime. At halftime, we're going to start, and then whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they appreciated that, and it made for a good night overall.
It did.
It's like fun. We were all on the same team to do a sports analogy. But I kind of went into tonight at the rear pocket with the same mentality because I can usually go into the rear pocket with kind of an antagonistic attitude towards the regulars and shit. But Mike specifically, shouts out to Mike. He, as soon as I walked in and sat down at my table, he targets me and like, well, sits down by me, and I'm like, oh god. Usually I would say, fuck off, leave me alone. But he's like, I want to tell you some jokes. And you know what the fuck I did? Because I am the host of tonight. I sat there and I listened to him.
Yeah.
I was like, that's hilarious, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I realize I'm gonna have to do that a lot for the greater good. Because I don't want to piss these people off for reasons I stated earlier.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a Remember the Titans situation going on.
Good, though. It's gonna be good. Man, I can't stop yawning. But I feel like it's not a Midtown Malfunction podcast if I'm not over here yawning.
So y'all gotta understand when this podcast is taking place. Y'all can watch it whenever you want to.
Yeah.
We're recording this we both hosted open mics tonight.
We usually record this after both working a 7-hour shift and doing 2 mics.
Yeah.
And then we get home at like 11 p.m.
Smoke a couple of bowls.
And then we were like, all right, let's do this podcast and be like, ah. And then like as soon as it hits like the 15-minute mark, I'm over here like,
you're like, oh god, it's happening. Eyes heavy.
Oh man.
Knees weak.
And then when I stay up and edit it, that's the worst. Because like I'll literally it's like the closer I get to being done, it's like it's like my body knows. And it's getting sleepier, and I'm like forcing myself awake, and I'm like, no, you have to enter the description on YouTube, which is the most annoying part. You know what? Editing it is fun. I love editing it. The most annoying part is I get done editing it, and it'll be like 2 a.m. now, and then I'll go to type in what the description of it is on YouTube, and I can't remember a fucking thing we talked about. So I have to go back and watch it in like 3-minute pieces and be like, damn, we did talk about Gary Coleman for a long time.
And then you got to go back to YouTube. It's like the Gary Coleman special.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever it is.
We devoted
or
I'll
do that too. I'll wait till like a line that like you'll say or something is like all of a sudden like I'll literally click around and it'll be like it was like getting punched in the face by flies, and I'll be like, in quotations, it was episode 28. It was like getting punched in the face by flies.
That's how they do the Seinfeld episodes or some shit.
Yeah. I like it. Man, honestly, for the comeback episode, I think I'm good with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did it.
I feel lighter. Like
yeah.
I got to unload a lot of frustrations. I feel this is a good therapy session for me.
Yeah, I think reading also helps too. I was also like, Werner Herzog, the great director.
The man.
He also said, there's a quote where he said, one cannot be a great director if one does not read. He's like, if you don't read, if you're not obsessed with reading novels, you'll never be a great director.
Ta-Nehisi Coates has a part in that book where he talks about being a writer and the different types of writers and the type that he is. And he's like, if you imagine it like you're standing at the edge of a dense forest and you're about to enter the forest, there are some people that can just look at where they are and just like, be like, oh, it's this, is that. I can tell this or whatever from this or whatever. He's like, no, I'm the type, like, I got to go in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I got to go travel around. I got to go get my clothes ripped up. And then I got to come back and tell you this is what the forest was like. Like, and it's like, I feel like I'm that type of comedian where like sometimes I have to stop doing comedy and just live for a while.
Yeah.
It just be like, all right, this is what I learned. In my couple of months of not doing this. But yeah, writing is like that, and you can only get it inside of the book.
Inside of a book.
Even the ones they be banning.
Yeah, and also like go to I'm like really like go to thrift stores and flea markets and get old editions. Mm-hmm. First editions, like get editions from the 1940s and 50s before publications and stuff started changing shit, because if you're getting an edition of a certain book that was from 2023 and you go find the one from 1942 and you might be like, wait a second.
Shit different.
Yeah.
You can probably tell what the utility of the change was by like, yeah.
They
what
dumbed
the
it. They dumbed
agenda.
it down.
Yeah, it's a
They-
fun little exercise.
They took the colors out of it.
Mm-hmm. Like The Giver,
Yep.
another book you should read.
The Giver's the shit.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I like that note to end on. It's like we like if anyone thought that this podcast was gonna be some like degenerate comedian shit, it's like we're
I like how
encouraging people to
I like how we
read.
were still kind of aggressive about it, like reading Rainbow and everything's about it. Like it's important to read shows, and we're like, better fucking read.
No, really, it's becoming more and more important. As like, I don't want to get too political, but my God,
Well, I saw this.
y'all.
I saw this Frank Zappa interview on MTV or whatever, and they were like, he said something. They were talking to him about like the kids and the new generation, and he was like, "Look, the kids, the new generation, they can do what they want." He was like, "But I'm 40, so." You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a teenager. I have to look at everything from reality. And he was like, you know, it's cool if you want to, you know, do your drugs, dance your dance, you know, let's have fun. But eventually, you know, these problems are coming for you. And he's like, and let me go ahead and tell you something. Look around. Your parents aren't doing anything about it. Your teacher, like, he just starts going, you do it. He's like, eventually it's going to be your problem. So the sooner you want to get to solving it, probably the better. I was
Yeah.
like, damn. And that was in 1981.
Yeah, he's fucking right, bro. So we'll leave on that note.
Midtown
Actually, that's
Malfunction.
the fucking note we leave on.
Midtown Malfunction. Peace out.
Peace.
Fuck Morris Day.